Alright, so the problem I've got a garage door opener, just a Merlin normal standard one, and I've added in a smart home door opener, which is fantastic. So it has obviously that Wi-Fi enabled little hub there that connects through to the door, and it's got a little sensor on the door. Problem is, because this is Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi signal is interfering with our normal garage door clickers, so they're not reliably opening it. This is the little antenna that's built into all your remote control doors. I've added a little connector on that. So what I'm going to do, going to add an aerial outside of my house, a little antenna that will connect back to the aerial on the motor, which should allow great pickup from the outside. And because we've still got Wi-Fi interference from the receiver for the smart home opener, I'm actually going to run a second bit of wire down and sort of away from it, so that, you know, when you're sitting in your car here, it'll pick it up instead of getting interfered with by the opener, the smart home opener. So what have I got for this? Just some simple stuff. I've got some zip ties, got an aerial that I bought, just got this one off Amazon, about $30. Got some single core cable. That's what I'm going to run, attach it to the aerial and make a second little aerial out of. And I've just got some Nava clips, little terminal clips. So the first thing I've done is I've put a female end on the antenna so that I can actually connect it all up. That was really simple. Just used obviously my wire cutters, wire strippers. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run this aerial. I'm going to run it back, put it outside, and I'm going to mount it outside. I'm going to run the wire back up through behind the door. There's a gap there, so I'll run the wire back around all the way back and up in and connect it to there. Okay, so I've got the aerial mounted outside, and I'll run the cable, will just run underneath the door there. So my door, I've just run it up, took tiny little bit of render out, and then secured it, just looped it through, so when the door closes, that's going to keep the wire away from the door. And now what I'll do, because this wire obviously is some distance away from where it needs to go, I'm going to need to join this and extend it so it can reach the motor box. So I've gone and connected these two wires together. That's the one from the antenna, and I've connected it to a spool of cable. I'm actually lucky I've got a bit of conduit running from security cameras, so I'm going to go and zip tie this wire now all the way along that conduit to keep it up out of the way. Okay, so the aerial wire now comes in the garage, is attached to the conduit, runs across to the box, and I'll be joining this in later on. So now what I'll do is I'm going to run a second lot of wire out and along over to that conduit there to help pick up back further for the signal. If you're sitting in the car back there, it should help pick that up. So I've now got the second wire running back through, and as you can see, I've got these two wires. Now I'm going to join these together into a male fitting that I can plug into the actual antenna of the garage door opener, the garage door motor. So there we go, we've got the two wires into the one male connector. And then, connect that up, and it now works a treat. So just to run through that again, got that antenna, the aerial outside the house. That wire runs back, joins into the original aerial wire from the garage door motor, and I've got a second one that goes back behind. Now the reason being is because the smart home device is putting out Wi-Fi signal, you want to obviously try and get your wire ends as far away from that as you can. So just to get as far away from that the Wi-Fi signal so it doesn't distort your little key remote control openers. But that's it, really simple, really cheap, and does the job well.